Rock on. Goeiedag en welkom. Nog een keer Kwarantynwyn in die tuin, saam met Elaine. And for today we're going a little bit off the beaten track. This is the Garajeest Gym 2017 Semillon.
Named after Jim Morrison. Whoop, whoop.
And I know COVID might have gotten you down so goddamn long that it might start looking like up to you, but
Sneaky quote there.
But anyway, so this wine is made by Callan Williams. Now, Callan originally hails from Zimbabwe and then came to Elsenburg actually to study cattle. Nothing to do with wine, but somehow got into wine that side. And then after studying, got a permanent position at Iona. Now, we featured Iona previously a couple of weeks ago, and she worked under Van der Muller that side. And I basically showed her the ropes.
Oh, I do love Semillon. Yum.
Now this wine, 100% Semillon, comes from the Valley of Elgin. Once again, cool climate wine area. And it gives you a natural acidity that just comes in the wine. So it's usually not necessary to acidify as much. There's also a great minerality to this wine. It is quite dry. It's bloody well delicious.
And it's like yellow fruit, hey? Like underripe yellow peach.
There's some
yellow apple with like a thick skin.
Yeah, it has that pithiness towards it as well.
Very dry.
Yeah, the minerality definitely stays and it lingers on the palate as well.
Divine. Got a bit of pineapple in it as well. A hint of it.
A hint of it.
That's what's like where the acidity sort of comes, eh?
Yeah, it has that. There is that definitely that bit of acidity, but that is now more true to Elgin, which you just naturally get.
Yeah.
Now the wine itself, she makes it kind of says a little bit more oxidative in style. Means she allows for oxygen to get in contact with the wine. So when she actually ferments it, half of it will go to stainless steel, and the other half will go into barrel as well. And she keeps it on the lees and she buttonizes, well, as she says, as she see fits, just to make her wine just away from the norms.
What does that mean?
Buttonage basically stirring up the lees, the yeast cells in there. It gives you more richness, more mid-palate in the wine, also to balance the acid in that sense, because you don't just want that piercing acid. You want the wine to be nice and full in the mouth, but you don't necessarily want only the flavors of the oak coming through. So nice technique being used there, but the way she plays around with it, it's very unconventional, like Jim Morrison was unconventional in nature as well. Now Callan did, as I said, did a little stint at Iona and then also Elgin Ridge. She played around a little bit, and then at the age of 25 she did her first vintage, which was the 2015. Now she makes two wines in her range, of course the Jim, which we're tasting now, the Semillon, then also the Bruce, named after the boss, 100% Cabernet Franc. And then every 2 or 3 years she brings out a mystery red blend in Magnum bottles. I think she produced something ridiculous like 1,000. Now the first one I've missed, which was the Jagger, needless to say.
But we had the Cobain.
The Cobain, we still have one of those, so looking forward to opening that sometime, but not now. We're gonna keep these wines. So she's making wines very naturally, minimum intervention, but stuff that can last, and especially something like Semillon.
But
can
also,
age really, really well.
It's also something that you can drink now. You know, it's not the kind of wine that you have to keep for ages. You know, if you want to drink it now, you can. It's very, very what did you say? Accessible, very approachable. And you don't have to drink it with food. You can drink it on its own. You know, it's one of those wines you can drink at any time of the year.
It's nice now. We've had it just out of the fridge now, so it's nice and cool, which makes the acidity a little bit vibrant. But as it warms up in the glass now, it's becoming more mineral, almost more gravelly, if you want to say that. Stony. If you ever drove behind a car on a dirt road and you have that dustiness going up in the air, it has a little bit of that, which I particularly like in Semillon as well.
But I also think this would be just as nice on a cold day, eh?
Yeah, no, there's enough richness to it. So, but then we'll probably leave it outside the fridge and just let it get to room temperature and drink it at that sense. So yeah, today a bit more rock and roll. Thanks Jim Morrison and the Rock Gods for inspiring Callan, the music of her childhood and what she grew up with. And as she says, wine is an art, and wine is there to evoke the senses and memories, and very much like music does. When you hear a song, it takes you to a place, and so should wine.
Yes.
So, guys, while we're still here in a little bit of lockdown, at least the sun is coming out a little bit before next rain expected. Enjoy some of the wines. Stay safe. Cheers.
Cheers.